Do you have the right haircut? Do you always have questions? Are you unsure? Well, that is what we're talking about today. And the reason I'm doing this is because I created something that is really, really helpful to a lot of people. And I can't even keep up with what's happening with it. So, a lot of times, and some of the most, you know, questions and the comments and DMs, most of them are related to what is the best haircut for me, or how come my barber or stylist can't cut hair like what you do, or they can't create the right hairstyle. I show them photographs and no one can get it right. And there's a lot of questions that people have. And in my experience, as being a professional for over 30 years, even though I'm retired from clients, I've cut thousands of clients and seen it all in the industry. I can tell you that there's always a common theme, and a lot of it has to do with the actual haircut itself. You are not getting the proper haircut. That's what it comes down to. It's simply because maybe your barber is not skilled at a certain type of style, your hairstylist is not skilled at a certain type of style or technique. It's literally the skill. That's what it comes down to. And a lot of times you could be getting the wrong type of haircut. You could be getting butchered. They don't know what they're doing, or they're not good enough for what you need or desire. Because a lot of times when you look online and you download photos and you have all these images and all this stuff, what happens is you may show the photograph to the hair professional and they just can't execute it for some reason, which literally comes down to the skill sets. They're just not capable enough of doing what you're requesting. So how do you fix that? Well, a lot of times I always tell people, one, show a photograph, but two, you need to use like visual cues. You need to use certain verbiage. You need to really be one step ahead of the game. And I know a lot of people, they always say to me, well, where I live, it's not like that. And I'm like, well, listen, I'm in the United States. I'm not in India. I'm not in the Middle East. I'm not in Asia. I'm in the United States. Okay. There are plenty of people in the United States and all over the world, I'm sure, that in Europe that can cut hair really, really well. I can't control what happens. I can't control where you live, what barbers are doing, where you live, how much, they charge. That has nothing to do with me. I'm sorry that you have to deal with that. But like I said, I'm in the United States. So it happens all over the world. Like, for example, I get questions all the time from people here, even in the US, saying, can I come fly to you to cut my hair? Or do you know anyone in the United States who cuts hair like you? It happens all over the place. Here, we have super, super high-end salons, super, super high-end barber shops. And some countries don't necessarily have that. Or if they do, they're not affordable to you. So again, I can't control that. But the best thing you can do is, if you're that concerned with your hair, maybe save up, and go to somebody who really is that good. It's explaining to them what you like, what you don't like about it. The problem is if you don't really know, and this is the big key, if you don't know what's wrong with your hair, you don't know why you're not getting the right haircut, they're not going to tell you. They're just going to do it and they're going to butcher your hair. This is why, and I don't really talk about this too much. This goes to show you, like, a lot of you say, oh, all you do is talk about products. Well, not necessarily. I don't, compared to a lot of other people. But I created virtual one-on-one hair consultations. And the reason I'm filming this particularly like this is like what I do during a consultation with somebody. It's a virtual consultation, like a Zoom call. It's 30 minutes and it's $100. Yes, people will purchase it. If it's out of your budget, then I'm sorry, then don't do it. But if you do have the resources, you do care about your hair a lot, you want expert advice, you want me giving you advice on what's going to be best for your hair for a half an hour, then it's something that is worth it to you. And it's literally on my store. It's even in view products right here. You click on it, you pick a day and time that is based off of the schedule when it's available, and then you get a half an hour, with me, with a video call, me breaking down your hair, even creating images for you with hairstyles I think could look good. It's a ton of value you're getting, which probably is equivalent to 10 haircuts, right? Of information that they're not even telling you. So what I want to do is I want to show you something and do this kind of real time of what it's like working with someone. I can't show any. I mean, I can, but just for privacy reasons, I don't want to show any of my past because I do record them. I don't want to show any of the past consultations. But how I do it is when someone comes on the screen with me, it's like almost like if they're sitting in the chair in a salon or a barber shop. I say, I'm going to look at your hair. I'm going to analyze it. Typically, I already have an understanding of what's going on because you've emailed me some images of your hair. So I already know what I'm dealing with. But I'll start off with, I'm going to give you some suggestions, see what's going on, just tell you an overview of what I think is happening with your hair, and then some suggestions on your goals of what you want to do. And I even have some hairstyles that I can show you that will hopefully help you and guide you. And people seem to love it. They're booking them, which is great. It's almost becoming to the point where it's like starting to take clients again. I don't want it to get too crazy, but it's happening. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload just some images, kind of like one by one, and just break it down and show you kind of what it looks like. So here is an image of, let's just say, you look like this, or you send in a photo and I create this type of image. What I'm going to do is I'm going to say, okay, well, you could see how in the front here, it may be a little bit thinner right in the front. You could see some kind of some spacing in the front there. That is because if the hair is not layered properly, what happens is it actually creates gaps and it creates holes and spaces. So this may be an example of somebody who sent me a photo, a client who's doing a consultation with me, and they go, Steven, something wrong with my hair. There's like spaces and gaps. I don't know what's going on. I can easily look at that and say, well, it's because the haircut was not done properly. You actually need to grow all this stuff out. You wouldn't know that as a client because you're confused as to why your hair is not laying properly. That's another big thing as to why this happens, right? I'm going to show another one. So let's just say, you have longer hair, right? And you're a female, and basically you're like, oh, Steven, my hair is just like, it hangs really long, it's lifeless. I'll say, well, you need some more layers to thicken it up. Also, how are you blow drying your hair? This is where like a round brush, my tidal wave, certain styling techniques could really, really help add volume to your hair. But it may be like you just may need some more layers, right? And it could just to add a little more volume or create kind of like a more of a sweeping type of fringe. There's a lot of that type of stuff going on. So let's see. I have a whole bunch of images that I can share with you all. Another one would be like, let's just say you're trying to grow your hair out, and I say, well, this could be a good hairstyle for you. Like maybe you've had a buzz cut or something. Or I'm like, well, as your hair grows out, you can actually style it in a few different ways. You can have it coming forward to cover the forehead, right? Almost like a textured fringe, or you can slick it back off your face with a side part, right? You've got a really strong jawline. So a side parting actually offsets that and creates a different type of an illusion. So it kind of offsets the forehead a little bit. It creates a more balanced shape. And I think it's something that could be really, really good look for you. So what I do is I break down these types of looks from images you send in live. I can see your hair live. And this is something, again, where I don't necessarily promote this. And it just goes to show you that I'm not trying to be selling you things every 5 minutes. This is $100 for a half an hour. Don't you think most people will be pushing that in your face? No, it's one, because I don't want to be too busy. The only reason I'm saying this is because so many people get so much value from this. And that's the whole point of the Salon Guy, is to bring value and education and knowledge to you, being that I'm a real professional, not a fake TikTok hair guru. I'm a real hair professional that can actually cut hair. And I want to be able to share information with you. You get direct access to me. Again, I understand some people may not be able to afford it. That's fine. Then don't do it. But if you can, and obviously people are, because I'm getting bookings every single day from this, then I'm helping a lot of people, and you're getting real-time one-on-one access with me to give you hair advice. And it's really, really amazing. And I just want to share this with you all, that it's available. So, I think what happens is, after this, you have a clear vision of what you need to tell your hairstylist, because they're not telling you. Your barber, he's not telling you. Like, you're obviously lost. Your hair's not looking good. You're unsure of what to do because no one's giving you the advice, and you're paying them, right? You probably already paid them $50, $60, whatever it is, for one haircut, and you're still like, why does my hair look like crap? So that just goes to show you, sometimes when you have a consultation and you deal with someone who can really help you, it's worth it. It's worth the investment. So I just want to share that with you all. And also, lastly, I'm going to be changing up my schedule to where I'm going back to posting Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 3 days a week, with my long form content. I've been doing some deep diving, some discovery, some really interesting things. And I'm going back to literally like talking about just layering and problem solving with your hair. It seems like that's all people want. YouTube isn't really suggesting my videos because I've been so focused on a different strategy that it's been actually hurting my channel. And that's why my views have tanked. I've actually done a lot of research, and I didn't even know this was even possible, because I'm like, how is it possible that I have like almost 1.2 million subscribers, and my videos are like getting hundreds of views? Like, what's going on? YouTube basically was like, sorry, Steven, we've bailed on you because your content, like, you're all over the place. You're trying to just cater to a whole different market. And I'm like, what? All over the place. So I'm really tightening things up. I'll be posting a lot of short form videos, probably still every day, but the long form stuff, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'm going to tighten it up. Really like my recent videos of me breaking down haircuts. So I really appreciate everyone going, taking this journey with me, because I've been doing this 16 years now. Over, I think, 3,300 videos here on my YouTube channel. That's kind of like a lot of videos. So, but anyway, if you want the consultation, you can book it. I think if you click view products right here, you'll be able to see it. And it's also in the description. Thank you all for the support, and I'll see you soon.